How's it going there? Paul here. Just making a little video blog. I'm having a lot of issues with this camera phone here. It's for some reason the audio keeps going out of sync with the video. I'm not sure what the issue is with it, but it's really pissing me off. It's Sunday the 23rd of November 2014, about 2:45 in the afternoon. Still sitting in this hotel room, not sure of what to do or how to go about it. I'll be honest, I'm feeling very depressed well, not depressed, I suppose that's not the wrong word, very discouraged and very down about the situation. Nothing's really happening the way I was hoping it would. I'm not sure what to do. I'm getting worried that this third trip will be just as wasted as the first two. I spoke to someone a couple of days ago who I won't mention their name, but they are a prominent Australian person in the entertainment business back in Australia. They've now set up a company here, production company. Managed to speak to him. He was pretty helpful in a lot of ways, good advice and that, but he just seemed very short. Very much, this is how it is, rah, 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 rah. Get out and meet people and go to parties and that. And I sort of thought, well, how do I go to parties if I don't know anyone to invite me to the parties? He pretty much said that he hasn't got time to hold my hand or anything like that. I'm pretty much on my own. So that in some ways wasn't very helpful. I'm not sure what to do here. I know what I need to do, but I don't know how to go about it, or at a bit of a loss. The longer I sit in this room, the more down and discouraged I feel. I've done stuff like I listened to Jimmy's sermon last night about receiving in faith and all that, and it kind of boosted me at the time. But then the next day comes and you just feel as dejected as you did before, I guess. Yeah. I know everyone says, you got to have faith and all this, but it's very hard when nothing's happening. I don't want to give birth to an Ishmael or an Isaac, but I don't know how long I can wait. I've only got 3 months, and this person pretty much said, well, 3 months is not going to be enough. I said to him, well, I'm going to give it the best shot I can, in that time period. Some of his advice was helpful, and some was not. It was more off-putting than anything else. One of the things he said was, forget you're Australian. You forget you come from the island, which I'm assuming he refers to as Australia as the island. Like I said, he was well known in the Australian entertainment business over in Australia. He's probably got a lot of friends over here, people he knows, so it's probably easier for him to make a start here than it is for someone like me who pretty much knows nobody here. I have tried to contact a couple of people, one in particular, who shall be nameless, and he's probably busy in that. Look, I understand that, but it's very hard to get in contact with him, keep in contact with him. I don't know if he's particularly interested in it or not. One thing I've noticed about show business is people tend to talk a lot, but when it comes to actually doing something for someone else, they're not really that ready to do it. I'm not saying they're bad people, that's probably not fair either, they've probably got busy lives too, but sometimes you really do need a hand with something. You need someone to help you out, and if no one's prepared to help you, then what do you do? Everyone says, trust God and all of this and have faith and, rah, rah, rah. And look, I agree with all that. But the end of the day is God's a gentleman. He's not going to force anyone to do anything they don't want to do. And if he's prompted 1,000 people to help me out and nobody's prepared, well, what's he going to do? Is he going to force them like a robot to help me? Or he's just going to be polite and say, well, Paul, I know God's not stumped. It's like almost a damned if you do, damned if you don't. What do you do? Do you just keep trying? I just don't know. Sometimes I feel like, well, I'm getting my tax return shortly. That's about $1,200. What do I do? Just cut my losses and go back to Australia and just get back in my car and just drive again, and because I don't think I could face anyone back in Toowoomba if this doesn't work. And you know, they've all sort of put their faith in me to some extent, although the encouragements become very short very quickly on Facebook. Some people I haven't heard from at all. Some people I would have thought would have, you know, at least encouraged me, and they have to a point before I left, but once I'm over here, you know, there's no comments from certain people on certain things like posts or whatever, you know, just little things, I guess. You know, maybe I'm just being a bit of a sookie la-la, but it is very discouraging. I'm kind of here on my own. I know what I need to do, but I don't know how to go about it or what to do, you know, as far as how to approach it, because one thing I do have learned is that the entertainment industry here is very, very finicky. They're very protocol run. They're very fussy. And if you rub the one person up the wrong way, even inadvertently, even in a small way, they can take it 100 times the insults or whatever, and they can actually make it impossible for you to do anything. They can slag you off to other people. This is what I mean about the business here is very much like nepotism. It's not what you know, it's who you know. Unfortunately, if people aren't prepared to help you out, then there's not a lot you can do. Like I said, I've had no experience in this business pretty much at all, especially in America. It's a hard industry to crack. You really do need people batting for you here, and if no one's prepared to bat for you, then what do you do? Like I said, you know, I know God can make a way when it looks like there is no way, and this certainly looks like there is no way. There's no two ways about that. So, you know, I want to trust God, I really do. And I do trust him, but he's not going to force himself on other people. That's the thing. And if people aren't prepared to help you, no matter how many times he prompts them or whatever, he's not going to force his will on them. You know, it's so... I don't know what to do. I really don't know. I don't know what to do as far as that's concerned. Like I said, I'm having problems with my Samsung Android phone. Every time I do a video blog like this, it plays up and then the audio drifts way out of sync. There's a delay on the picture and then the audio goes out of sync like about half a second, and it just gets worse and worse. And that's why I'm trying this Nokia phone, camera phone here, because I want to be able to make video posts, but I can't do it if this stupid thing's not working. So I'm just giving this a shot, see how it looks. Anyway. But I've read books, you know. I've been reading books like, you know, this one here, like Joel's. Reading that one too. Bible Promises, Perfect Trust, all that sort of stuff. But at the end of the day, they're not going to really help if nothing's going to happen, I guess. So... like I said, I'm feeling very discouraged at the moment, very down. I'm not depressed. I don't think depression is the right term. That's more a medical thing. But yeah, I feel like I'm stuck in a bit of a rut at the moment. The longer I sit in this room, the worse it gets. I suppose I should get out and walk around and stuff like that, but that really doesn't achieve anything either. I need to meet people. I need to find people here. I need money. I'm debating whether I should illegally get some cash in hand work, or I don't know. I don't want to screw things up. That's the problem, because I'm not really supposed to have a job. But if I ran out of money, what am I going to do? God provides, I guess. And I really have to trust him on this. But I've been homeless before, and I certainly don't want to be homeless here. Not in LA. You know, that can... that bit of a sore throat. That can, you know, be very dangerous here, especially for a tourist who doesn't know the area that well. I mean, I know LA reasonably well, but not in that respect. You know, in living safely here. Look, I just don't know what to do. I don't know what I'm doing here. I feel like I'm wasting my time. Maybe the enemy's just playing havoc with my mind. Discouraged, at a loss. I don't know. I probably won't end up posting this video blog like the last one I tried to do. I wouldn't post it anyway because of stupid technical issues with it, with the phone. It's just really pissing me off. I need help here. I need someone to help me. I can't do this on my own. I don't know how many times I've prayed to God, Lord, I need your help. I believe He sent me out here for a reason, but when He's silent, it's like having a one-way conversation. You're praying to Him, you're talking to Him, but He just doesn't answer back. You know, that's very discouraging in itself, you know. I just don't want to waste this opportunity, but I don't know if I'm ready for it now. I felt confident when I was in Australia, but everything seems confident in the distance. But when you're actually thrown into the thick of things, it takes on a whole different view. I need to be like David with Goliath. This is my Goliath. This is my giant. How do I tackle him? I've prayed, Lord, help me. Give me your power. But I just don't seem to get an answer. So I'm not sure what that's about. Maybe that's where the faith comes in this. Maybe. Yeah, I don't know. Well, I should know. I've read that many books on faith. Keep getting these stupid texts. Oh, just went off. You know, from Facebook, and now I'm sick of looking at Facebook. I'm sick of looking at YouTube. Nothing ever changes on there. Yeah. God, if you're listening, help me. I need help here. I need you to bring people in my life. I need you to open doors for me. I can't open them on my own. I don't know how to open them on my own. Only you can do that. Lord, I need your help. Please help me. I don't want this to be another wasted trip. I really want to go home in February with a contract signed. So I just go back and then come back again in the weeks later after I finalise things in Australia. And come back and start working on the show. That's my goal. That's what I want to do. Whether it happens or not is another issue. I guess that's where the faith comes in. And I have to stay in faith, even though it's so hard to do. Yeah, I don't know. Just have to stay in faith, I guess. What do? Do I stay here and risk everything? Risk being homeless and penniless and jobless? Or do I go back to Toowoomba and still risk being homeless and penniless and jobless? It's like damned if you do, damned if you don't. I don't know. Don't know. Anyway, I'm not sure what else I can say on this video blog, which I said I may not even publish this. I don't think I will, because I sound a bit too sooky la. But I'm just venting, I guess. If God's not going to listen to me, at least this camera will. Well. Anyway, I might go have a shower and that. I might feel better after a shower and have a shave. I probably look like a mess at the moment, but that's probably how I feel inside at the moment too. I feel just as messy on the inside as I look on the outside. Yeah, discouragement's a real bummer. It's a horrible thing. It's not quite depression, but it's kind of looking like that. Anyway, I might end this little video clip now, so hopefully the next clip I do, I'll feel a lot better about things. But I've got to be out of this room tomorrow. I've been here a week, and I go to the Vine Lodge, which is a lot cheaper. I probably should have gone there in the first place, and I felt the Lord was prompting me, and I went here instead. But anyway, that's another issue. That's in the past. I can't do anything about it now. I've been trying on Craigslist and not getting a lot of response, except for one. He asked if I was gay or bi. I don't know what that means, but yeah, I don't like the sound of that, so probably won't hear from him again. Anyway, so I might call it quits on this blog for the moment, and hopefully the next blog I do, things will be looking a lot better. Alright, thanks for listening to this, and we'll catch you a bit later. God bless. Bye.